another great episode from the Urban Paranormal Podcast, where you might be crazy to some,
but your family to us.
Hey. All right, so I am your host. I'm just kind of sick, but my name is JH.
And I'm your moderator, Trent A. Johnson.
And I am your anchorman reporting for duty, Dave R.
You hear that? Did you hear him go?
I know he had to remember who he was.
Yeah, he didn't even know his name.
I think that's because Demencia not here.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. But everyone, here's the thing. We have Mr. Ego Network.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm so glad to be here, as always.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
What up?
You know, and of course, we have our other co-host, Mr. David.
Hey, great to be here, guys. It's going to be a beautiful night tonight.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
And now, and of course, we have a repeat offender now, right? Erica. And most of you guys don't know, but she was on the show before everyone else.
Yeah.
This is when we was like in the kitchen and everything. So, Erica, say hello.
Hello.
What up?
Hello, Erica.
Yeah. So, you guys at home, we're going to talk about clowns. The fear of clowns.
Yeah.
Now, I know that might sound lame, but with the movie that pops out with It for the new
I don't think
generation.
it's so lame, bro, because my daughter is terrified of clowns.
Well, you know what? Mine is too.
Yeah.
But it was like she developed it when she was much older versus younger.
Oh, wow. I think my daughter's was developed from watching the movies as a youngster. Like Attack of the Killer Clowns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, based on the 80s.
From Outer Space. That was her,
The Killer Comes from Outer Space.
that was her
yeah.
favorite movie as a child.
Me
I
too.
liked it too. I thought that was awesome.
It was so fun.
Yeah, and then we went
Yeah.
to Comic-Con one day. You know, this is when she's a teen now.
Right.
And she seen the Killer Clowns and she just froze in her tracks and started
Oh,
fucking
wow.
crying. I had to remove her from Comic-Con because she was terrified.
Traumatized.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, she was
Wow.
terrified of the Killer Clowns.
We also, saw how DC Comics, they've used the clown concept that people were later getting scared, and they made the Joker from a silly nutcase to a complete, absolute cynical
Psycho.
demon. Like a
Maniac.
psycho
Yeah,
killer.
Right.
a psychopath.
So now the clown has turned from what's happy to what's terrifying.
Yeah.
Right.
There's actually a scientific name for it. It's chlorophobia.
Chlorophobia.
Chlorophobia?
Chlorophobia.
See, to me, that sounds like chloroform.
Yeah, it sounds like something.
Being scared of
Very close.
chloroform. You know what I'm saying?
But that's actually the fear of clowns.
Wow.
Wow.
They might want to rename that shit.
Yeah.
It's like a chemical.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, chemical.
It should have been clownophobia.
Yeah, that's what it
Some
should have been.
easy.
Yeah, shit.
Right,
You
right.
know?
And then I want to mention this is our 50th fucking
Oh,
show.
my God.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Our
God.
50th show.
It's the big
Man.
50,
Wow.
and it's coming at a great time.
Celebrating
yeah.
with the clown.
Yeah.
Right,
There you
right,
go.
right.
There you go.
Something happy.
Right.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I forgot to mention that. So everyone at home, you can pretty much guess.
Congratulations.
Drink.
Right.
We got to put our
Cheers,
glasses
here,
up.
here.
Right.
Here
Guess,
we go.
Guess what's in our cups.
Right, right.
Good stuff.
Right.
Guess what?
Right.
Chloroform.
If you can guess what's in our cups, we'll give you a free T-shirt.
Clorox.
Right, I know. That's probably what's in your cup. You know what I'm saying?
Drop
But
dead.
you know what? I want to know, how did clowns go from being our friends,
yeah.
making us laugh, to scaring the absolute shit out of us? How did that happen?
Well,
Hey, that's a good question.
Well,
Yeah.
there was one concept, and remember Bozo the Clown, how he would have his own kid TV shows?
Yeah,
We
Bozo
all
was cool,
loved
though.
this guy, but there was a
Come on.
dark secret with this, and
Oh, shit.
What?
yes, I had a coworker back in Sprouts that I used to work, in the groceries. This is way back, and she said when I was little, I met Bozo the Clown, and he seemed a little bit off. That he was suffering from alcoholism, and later he seemed a little too happy, and he had his private stash of sugar.
Oh,
Hint,
wow.
hint.
What?
Wow.
Yes,
Sugar,
Nose candy.
nose candy.
yes, nose candy.
Oh, wow.
And the thing is,
She
the
said
guy was
sugar.
just so creepy. He would just shut the kids up with candy.
Wow. I'm having a hard time visualizing how Bozo looked.
Yeah,
He looked like Ronald McDonald.
Was he like the classic? Because you got different type of clowns.
yeah.
He was definitely the classic count.
You got,
He was.
You got the sad clown.
Oh, he wasn't sad.
You got some
He
with
was
with the frown permanently painted on their
No.
face.
Yeah.
Then you got
He
the
had a
happy
smile.
ones. Yeah, you got the ones with the
Yeah.
smile.
Right.
And he had his own Ed McMahon, which was Cookie.
Yes.
Remember
Wow.
Cookie?
I remember Howdy Doody.
Yeah, Howdy Doody.
He wasn't
Yeah.
scary.
You know, well, here go the thing.
Ronald McDonald, he was.
But I wonder
he
what
had it.
killed Ronald McDonald. Was
He had
it
hamburgers.
It like made Ronald McDonald go away? What the
I
people
don't know
said,
because Ronald McDonald
it just
did
went
go
away. Yeah,
didn't
some
No.
like probably the movie It did it.
Maybe.
I can definitely answer for that for sure. Ronald McDonald was a great marketing advertising
Clown.
for clown to get the kids and the family to enjoy McDonald's as a family restaurant back
Because
in
they
the
like
60s.
clowns.
They loved clowns. But the first commercial was kind of creepy because he overdid himself being happy. So he would eat the clowns. He would eat the burgers. Sorry. He would eat the burgers that came from the Jack in the Box, and then he would eat it that came from his tummy. So it was a little bit creepy.
Did he say
He
Jack
said
in the
Jack
Box?
in the Box.
The-
Yes.
McDonald's were eating Jack in the Box?
Well, he had a Jack in a Box, right, inside his belly in the first
Okay,
60s
not
commercial.
the
Not
restaurant.
the restaurant Jack in the Box.
Okay,
Jack in
yeah.
the Box
Okay.
later used that concept and tried to rival against
wow.
McDonald's. But later,
Okay.
Ronald McDonald became more of a friendlier commercial adaptation in the 80s, and then later when in the 90s they decided, well, okay, let's just slowly just drift Ronald McDonald out.
So did he get in trouble or something? Did he get canceled? Did he like?
he just slowly
Sexually
faded
harass
away.
somebody
he just,
or somebody?
He just
Something.
slowly faded away. Now,
I know, right? I miss Ronald.
yeah, I do. Now, speaking of, getting sexually molested and all that, there was a story in the 60s about a small-town mayor that was interacting with kids, and it's kind of similar to some of our previous episode that had some of the behavioral characteristics of the Candyman.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to say this here, man. When you think about it, so you think about early England when they had kings and stuff like that. They used these damn
the royal fool.
the royal fool.
Yes.
And
Jesters.
jesters. There you go. So we have that, right? Then shortly after that, the entertainment became different. It was much later, but it became different, where they had people painting their faces. So now we have the walking into the world of mime. Okay, so miming is very freaky because they don't never say a word.
Yeah.
So now when you mix the two together, you have what we have today is modern day clowns.
Right.
When you mix that jester with that mime person,
Yeah.
that's where it gives that little spookiness because they don't never notice the clowns don't say shit.
No, they don't.
They just
Some
yeah.
of them do.
Well, the ones that are
Some talk.
spooky, the ones that are spooky are not saying shit.
I know the ones that just look at you with that smile.
Right, they have that smile,
Permanent
and
smile.
they're doing all the little tricks, and they're just looking at you fucked up, right? So I'm just saying when you when you put those two together, you can kind of see exactly the direction of a clown and why people are scared of it.
Yeah.
But when you talk about the origins of a clown,
The
they were saying
origins.
the origins
Right.
of a clown.
Yes.
They were saying the origins came from the ancient Fifth Dynasty, 2400 BC in Egypt.
Oh wow.
And and traditionally several as a socio-religious role, and usually the clown was the same as the priest.
Ooh,
Oh,
really?
interesting.
What do you mean?
like
They shared the same roles. He was a clown,
Oh, okay.
and he would also be the priest.
Oh wow.
so the clown was blessing you.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
And usually the roles of priest and clowns have been held by the same person.
Wow.
So that even goes to the point when we start talking about John Wayne Gacy and different people like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you say about the little boys because it has the association with the, and maybe, hey, that's why people are so afraid.
But,
You know,
think about it. What type of person becomes a clown? I mean, you think about it. I mean, what are you're hiding your inner demons, your inner self? I mean, or do you just like to entertain people? I mean,
I
which
like
is it?
that. That is really
Which
good,
is it?
David.
That's a good question.
Yeah, because
Good.
I want, which you guys at home, you might know, eventually I'm going to be like all, dragged out like in demon and shit.
they dragged
You know, I'm
out.
just saying, yeah,
You can call RuPaul.
in demon and stuff, right? Because, sometimes people don't like what they see, right, inside. So maybe doing the clown is the only opportunity that they get to be what they really want to be.
But clowns only
Maybe.
entertain kids, really. adults are never really entertained by clowns.
Well,
Unless
like
it's
you
at
said,
the circus.
I think the clowns started off
Circus.
as adult entertainment.
Right.
yeah,
They did.
You know,
Circus. The
Yeah,
circus.
yeah.
from the
yeah.
circus.
Can I also say too, the clowns are also used in the rodeo as like
Right.
referees
Yeah.
and the
Yeah, yeah.
And to run around the ring to for the
Distract the
bull.
Yes,
bull.
exactly.
Adults love that shit too.
Well,
Yeah.
the first modern day clown was in 1837.
Okay.
It was a dude named Joseph Grimaldi.
Yeah, it's famous.
Yeah, in England, and he was like the biggest entertainer of the time, and he was a clown in 1837.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, we know it can go back further, but that to be a
Yeah.
modern like clown. He probably wasn't saying shit.
probably not.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of clowns that run around. I'm a clown. But
Yeah.
I mean, ever since I was a little girl, my mom's like, "Hey, stop being a clown." But because I was always the rambunctious one, the one
The
that's one of
jester, the
I was the
entertainer,
jester.
yeah.
I was the entertainer. But like, where did that go wrong? Just because, or like, what if I was still that person? But like now, I feel the urge to go put some white face on my face and make my lips real extra big.
Look real fucking spooky.
Real spooky.
it's a different
But-
type of
but,
clown.
But it's but I'm still doing the same shit. So
Yeah.
what makes it so scary?
Well, today
Well-
they do. I'm sorry.
I think, like we was talking about before we went on air, it's because humans are made because we communicate with our faces.
Yeah.
So a clown has one look all the time.
But they still be like doing extra shit with their face. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, they have
usually
either a
happy.
smile or
Yeah.
a frown painted on our face.
All right, yeah, yeah.
And you can't figure out what's going on. So I think that in itself is spooky as fuck.
spooky.
Right.
Because you can't read their face.
The mysterious.
You
Yeah.
also have the prosthetics too that deform the face that kind of gives a little eerie feel to the kids or the adults because at the time they didn't know it was fake to begin with.
What
Think
made you-
about it this way: they have like a cap wig, right? But then they added extra stuff to make the head look a little deformed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
But they were
not
made to
all
be
clowns.
funny though.
Not all
all
clowns,
of them.
but I'm just saying some
But a
clowns,
good
like
amount.
in the
Right.
Ringling Brothers, or often the
Yeah.
carnivals or whatever. Sometimes they would have like these prosthetic, stuff
Yeah,
on the
to
head
elongate
caps
their-
elongate their
yeah.
head, or one to kind of put prosthetics for their ears to make it larger than it appears.
What's the deal with the red nose? Anybody know?
I don't know. That's a good.
That is a good
question.
point,
Good
Ego.
fucking
That is
question.
really a good point.
Right. I think that everyone here is just trying to figure out why people fear it. We're tackling the fear of it. What makes it so scary?
I think that was it right there.
I
You know,
personally
I
never
think
have.
I think
Not
it is.
being able to read their faces. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Just-
today it's more like cosplay. And the thing that you said, what makes it so scary is that it's only one look, right? But in cosplay, the makeup, the artwork that these guys are doing today, they do everything with their face. Even though they're wearing makeup, they're able to move their face a certain way to deliver out, whatever they want, at this point. And it's a big thing now.
well, I'm just saying the classic clown.
Well, I'm
The classic clown is one. Their face is one way.
Usually those clowns for kids are happy.
Yeah, even like in The Purge or,
Yeah.
Pennywise was the only one I could see that could fucking
Hold
move it.
on. You said The Purge. There was a clown in The Purge?
Yeah, some people
yeah,
paint their
some
face and stuff
yeah,
like that,
some
like
people
clowns
dressed as-
for purge.
Yeah, some people
Oh.
had their face painted as clowns.
I don't.
I think I kind of agree with what Trent said a while ago. It's kind of more of a generational type of thing.
Yes.
Because I'm 54 years old, and I grew up with watching clowns when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and they never bothered me. It really
never bothered
wasn't until I first saw them portrayed as evil.
Yeah.
And then when I saw them that way, I never looked at them the same way again.
Aw.
Right.
And you like
You know,
it at first.
and that's what happens now. I mean, you have kids 3 to 4 years old watching television
So-
with evil killer clowns.
So basically, the media
And it's just,
again.
it's right. They're
Demonized.
instilling-
Yes.
exactly.
Well, I want to say this. We had a birthday party for children, like 5, 6-year-old children, and we ordered a clown.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the kids are all ready. They're eating the ice cream and shit. The clown comes out, and all of the kids freak the fuck out.
Oh, I bet.
I'm talking about all of them start crying. All of them hid. They were trying to hide and get away from this fucking clown. The clown was not fun at all to them. None of them.
He didn't get paid that day, huh?
Yeah,
He got paid.
'cause
Oh,
he
that's
came.
good.
Yeah, he got paid because he
Okay.
came, but
Good.
all of them were terrified of the clown.
There was
Yeah.
a video like that where they have the kids sitting in the park on these chairs, and the parents are in on it. And so they like to get ready and take a picture of the kids, and then the clown sneaks up behind them, and he sits down.
well,
And
that's why.
sits next
Oh,
to them.
yeah, I seen that
And then
one.
the kids finally see who it is, and the kids just go crazy and run crying, just And the parents are laughing. Oh, I'm like, you're traumatizing your child.
That was wrong.
Hey, but y'all remember this?
go ahead.
Like 2016, 2017. Y'all remember the clown scare?
Yeah, it was called
Yeah.
the Phantom Clown.
Yeah.
I was going to
Right.
say that for the. Yeah, I was going to talk
Right.
about that.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Interesting.
What is
You
that?
never heard
Can
of the
you
clown
expound
square?
on that?
It's really weird because people would, like you said with the kids in the park. Well, people would just dress up as random clowns, just like walk along the street with machetes, or walk through neighborhoods, or they would chase kids for the hell of it.
Yeah.
But somebody'd always be videotaping or catch it on video. And it was real big in the UK and United States.
Yeah,
like
school-
16,
some
17,
schools
18.
were closed down.
Until some clowns were almost getting shot.
No, one actually got
Oh,
stabbed.
Yeah, one got stabbed. One got
stabbed,
stabbed.
yeah.
And it's such a
He
big
did
deal.
it in the hood.
I can't believe you don't remember that.
Yeah, well,
Yikes.
2017, it was real fucking big.
I'm gonna tell you what. I see
It
a
was on the
clown walking.
news.
I'm gonna run his ass over.
Was
Right.
it
Carry a
in the
machete.
UK, predominantly in the UK, or was
No,
it?
it was
here.
here. It was here.
Here
It
in
was,
the States.
Were they in the subways and stuff like that?
It was-
They were
yeah.
everywhere?
Everywhere.
it was all
was
over
everywhere.
Facebook.
One of the biggest videos of that whole ordeal is these clowns, and they act like they chopped this man's head off,
Well, that's wrong.
and they're walking toward these people. Well, it's a group of black dudes that they come across, and all of a sudden you think that they're going to run, but they don't. They run after the clowns and start beating the shit out of them
Hell
really
yeah.
bad. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a
You're
big
begging for your death
video
at that
right
point.
now. You can just look it up. It's really funny.
But
There's
you know what?
plenty videos
But look how
about
that
that.
was. They chose to be clowns. But fuck, they could have been dressed up as Abraham Lincoln, and they still got their ass beat. But it just so happened they were clowns.
But
You know what I'm
it
saying?
wasn't just that one incident. It was
No, it's
so
multiple. It's
big.
a lot of them. Yeah,
Like I was
I'm gonna
saying,
look that up.
some schools got shut down.
yeah, they were scared.
They
Because
thought
they-
clowns were in the woods,
Yeah.
hanging out.
Yeah.
But they're choosing to be clowns. I'm saying if they were anything else, it would still be equally as scary. I believe.
I don't know.
No,
Abraham Lincoln wouldn't be scared.
no.
Abraham
I
Lincoln
don't
was a
think
good
so.
old
When he
man.
fought the zombies, he was.
Yeah, zombie.
Abraham
But
Lincoln,
no, here's the
zombie
thing.
killer.
So you understand that when this clown
know the
thing
story,
came
right,
out,
D?
it had just been remade.
Okay.
So it was being really popular. Now it's a remake of it. So that's when the clown scare came out.
People were led to be clowns.
Right, and they did that, and it just became
It was a
big
prank.
deal.
It mainly was a prank.
Right,
Yeah, it started off as a prank, and people
right.
got.
But it's a one-sided prank. I mean, you getting pranked and you didn't know it.
Yeah,
Right.
I know, right?
That's how prank
But just
usually works.
imagine that. Just imagine that riding
The concept of
all by
prank.
yourself on a dark road, and a clown is there hitchhiking.
Oh, he's getting run over.
I would think that he's probably going to some children's party.
Oh wow! Would you
He
pick
needs a
him up?
ride.
I probably would. You know what? I thought about that, Trent, because of Mr. John Wayne Gacy. He's the one who changed the things about clowns.
Yes.
But,
Wow,
but
yeah.
because of him, I almost think that I might have been a victim. Because
You probably would have.
yeah, I would have saw the clown and been like, "Oh, that's a fucking clown! It's so cool! It's so cool! It's so cool!" And next thing you know, I'd have been under someone's house dead.
I know, right?
You know?
John
Then
Wayne
the
Gacy wouldn't want you.
motherfucker,
Yeah. Oh, maybe not.
I know, right?
Jay,
He wasn't his type.
Yeah.
Hey, but what's creepier than a clown driving an ice cream truck?
I know
Sweet
that's
tooth.
awesome.
I know, right?
Twisted
awesome.
Metal's Sweet Tooth.
Sweet
Yeah.
He drives an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
He carries a machete, and he gets a PM24,
Yeah.
nailing down buildings and people and slaughtering
I
them
must
like
be
syrup.
psychic because I knew when we talked about this that David was gonna go off on Sweet Tooth.
I figured
He's
that
my
too.
favorite.
Because I was
game
gonna write it
character.
in my notes. I was like, nah, because David gonna love that shit.
David
Yeah.
gave me some history
Yeah.
about Sweet Tooth today.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. For all of you gamer nerds, but it's really mainstream whatsoever. Sweet Tooth was referenced off from
Twisted
obviously
Metal.
Twisted Metal, and Twisted Metal got the idea from the Stephen King's book It, which later it got referenced off from a famous small town clown rapist murderer from there. So anyway, fast forward to the game. Sweet Tooth is basically a socio-demonic psychopath character that feeds off the suffering from other people by killing them as a rush. He has no remorse of taking a person's life whatsoever, and he works for Calypso, which he gives him that purpose to compete in the Twisted Metal contest. Fast forward and so forth, his character got even more darker.
You know, hey,
Go ahead.
we're not gamer nerds.
Okay. Okay. Well, fast forward.
I'm a nerd. I'm a
He was
nerd.
giving a rundown, man.
I know he's
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
too deep.
All
Yeah.
right, all right. Fast forward, they made his character from a regular clown into a buffed up ex-con felon with a clown mask, and
Wow.
that is when he iconized as the clown as a convict killer. And
All right, you spit all over the mic. So, John Wayne Gacy does this thing with this clown which demonizes it for everyone. So after John Wayne Gacy does what he do, Stephen King's It Now character becomes a clown. Also, after that, later on in life, because of what John Wayne Gacy did, that's why in American Horror Story, Twister was in there, was supposed to be John Wayne. Twisty with John Wayne Gacy. So he.
Then you had Poltergeist. They had the
But that
the
was
clown sitting in the chair. You
the,
don't remember that
when
shit?
the little boy got put in
First Poltergeist.
the first Poltergeist. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the clown sitting in the
But
chair.
see, that's what I'm just saying. I was just giving where it really became. It was always fun for us,
Yeah.
but it became bad because of what this
Gacy.
person
Between
Gacy did.
Gacy and the movie It,
No.
it just turned everything around for kids,
exactly.
for
Right.
adults. Everyone got scared.
Yeah,
Right.
But
basically, yeah.
I didn't, but everybody else did.
it's crazy because, like I said, this party with these kids, this was like 20 years ago. And these kids hadn't seen, they don't know who Wayne Gacy is.
Right, I
And
see what
never
you're
seen
saying.
it. Was
Right.
it natural? They seen his
Right.
face.
I see what you're saying.
And it scared the shit out of them. They had no idea who either one of those persons
But yeah,
was.
But a clown is kind of
but-
it has a really haunting look. That white paint and with the big red lips and everything, that's kind of haunting and it's
Yeah.
kind of scary. So for a child, that they would be scared.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a clown. I remember when my kids were younger and I took them when Barney was all the big thing and Rainbow
Oh,
TV.
yeah.
So I took them to go see Barney
hate
when
that
Barney
dude.
came to town.
Big purple
They were
Barney.
scared of Barney. They cried when
I
they
hate
saw
him,
Barney.
too.
They ran the other way.
Yeah.
So
Well, guys,
You
have
know?
you kind of noticed
Wow.
that every child?
I know what you're talking about, though.
Have you ever
Yeah.
noticed that every child entertainer, a clown or, like you say, Barney, has ever come up to the spotlight? They try so hard that no matter how nurturing they think it appears, they exaggerate and it backfires as fear to children and adults.
I fucking hate Barney.
I really hate it. He really
Yeah, I
did
do.
promote love.
He did.
I love you.
But he got
did-
my
But I
he got
hated
my
him.
lights cut off one time.
What you mean? What happened?
okay.
Because I was, this is back in the days when the utility man came. You could pay him on the spot when they came to your house. So I knew the light man was coming to cut my lights off, and I'm sitting there by the door waiting. And Barney just happened to be on the TV. I love you, you love me, and I fucking fell asleep watching Barney, and my lights got cut
So you
off.
blame him.
So you blame
And
Barney.
I blame
Blaming
Barney.
Barney.
I blame
Well,
Barney purple
We hate,
ass.
I
Yeah.
remember when I was a little kid, we sang the song when we hated Barney so much. I hate you, you hate me. Let's get together and kill Barney.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Right. Well, you know what's really weird when he said that
Wow.
about how these people try to be is really funny that you have John Wayne Gacy who was playing that character, and he molested these kids.
I think
and
his
the Barney,
character was Pogo.
Okay, yes, that's it. That's it. And
Pogo the clown.
Barney, his character did the same thing with
Barney.
children.
Barney being
Yes.
a big ass
Yes.
purple dinosaur. When
Yes.
you think about it, that's what he was. But he did the same clownish shit as a motherfucking clown.
And he
Yeah.
and he
Did he
he
really didn't do
molested-
tricks and stuff like that?
And he
He
molested,
did.
yes.
He
And he
did.
molested children. And
right.
he
He
molested
did.
children.
Barney molested kids?
Yes. Yes.
With what?
His dinosaur dick.
That dinosaur dick. Yeah.
His purple dino dick.
I mean,
Dino
so
dick.
America, such bestiality.
so
How
so
did we get on Barney,
talking
man?
about-
Y'all
because he
He's a
was about
clown.
to, oh,
Yeah, right.
On Barney Wiener.
he was doing. I mean, being a clown doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have white makeup
Exactly,
on.
that's my point.
You are clowning around in entertainment, but all of these people who tend to use that platform always seem to be some sort of pedophiles,
So,
so
this
crazy.
guy Gacy,
right?
and his ego, his alter ego was
Pogo.
Pogo, Pogo the
And
clown.
Patches.
Oh, was it?
Well, yeah,
Patches and Pogo.
yeah,
He did both.
he did, yeah.
Okay.
you got a date on him? Because he's
Ni-
after
ni-
the original.
1942, and he died 1994.
But
Okay.
when was he molesting kids as a clown? Was it before the original
1970,
It?
1970.
So it was before the original It then?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so-
1971 on. Matter of fact, one of the first murders and thing that they have is 1975. A little kid, 16 years of age.
Wow. So this dude used to throw neighborhood parties for all the kids and dress as a clown. And then he would lure these young guys in
Yeah.
and
So it wasn't kids, it was young
He,
boys.
he would
well,
lure them in.
well,
he would
it was young men.
he would tell them he's going to show them a trick. So he would tell them, I'm going to handcuff you and show you a trick. Then he would torture them and rape them and then kill them by asphyxiation.
Okay.
They strangle them.
Okay, now, yes, this is my shit though. I like this. So, what Trent said, yes, and then there's a no part. The 16, 18, these little boys, right?
Yeah.
He was already being a clown. The clown was for the younger students.
Yeah,
younger.
that was totally separate.
Right. And so these kids here, he had a construction company. He would do work.
Yeah.
So he was like a
would,
real man. With
yes.
them.
So he would pay them to do work. So they got their shirts off and everything like that, and he comes up
He
with
over
a,
there licking his lips. And shit.
right, and they go into the house, and next thing you know, they end up under the house.
Erica, do you know how many bodies he had in his
I do.
house?
I do.
Tell him.
27.
Nope.
33.
No, he was convicted of 33.
He had 27 inside the
it
crawl
was
space.
29,
And the rest of them
inside
was in the yard.
Oh,
Around the
wow.
house.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
thought it was 29 inside the crawl space.
No, it was 27. in the cross
I've
space.
never heard of him, y'all.
What?
It seemed like you haven't heard of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
What's that a lot?
She was in the DMT world.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She was in the DMT world.
What do you mean a lot? I just didn't know.
It was just something a minute ago. You was like, I never heard of that. Yeah.
Really? I said that?
She was talking DMT.
What
Yeah.
was he talking about? It was something. And you was like, oh, it was the clown scare
Oh, well,
of
fuck, I
2017.
Well, I don't know about these motherfucking clowns.
I know, right? Wow.
I know about the Killer Clowns, the movie.
I know,
Okay,
right? That
well,
was one of
hold
my
on.
favorites.
And I know
Yeah,
about
me
it,
too.
and I know about Ronald McDonald.
Right?
Well,
And he had a perm last time he came
He
out.
did. He
Yeah, he
did.
did.
Almost James Brown like.
yeah.
Yep. And then he just disappeared.
Right.
I
So
know, right?
everybody at home, all right. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to get ready to take a break, right? And we're just talking about clowns and the fear and things of that nature. So while we're taking a break, I'll tell you what. How about going to the like button, pushing like,
Oh yeah.
subscribe,
We need that.
share. Okay? And when you come back, we're going to try to bring Erica up to date in the real world. Okay?
Hey.
We out.
Just in Time Tax Houston is here to provide our clients with quality, fast tax services. Our tax specialists are available 7 days a week. Due to COVID-19, we will be providing our clients the opportunity to do virtual video meetings. Not only does Just in Time Tax Houston provides quality tax services, we also give our clients the opportunity to restore their credit through our new credit resolution program. Other services include new business, DBA assisting, notary services, back taxes, and amended tax returns. We understand that our clients are going through challenging times with the stimulus check, EIP payment, and unemployment. Just relax and let Just in Time Tax help you.
Welcome back, everybody, to
Hey.
the Urban Paranormal Podcast, our 50th episode.
Yeah.
That's amazing, and what we're talking about is clowns, the fear of clowns. And, I'm not going to